ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णा प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णा चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थसुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजता दधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहैतुकी। Reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 30, verse number 34. So we read how the gopis, when they were searching for Krishna, they saw his footprints, and then they saw also footprints of another one. Kasya padani chaitani yatayananda sumana ansanasta prakosthaya karina yatha. So they also saw that they are walking together. Krishna has put his hand on her shoulders. Then we saw the different statements of Sapaksha, Vipaksha, Svahida, all these gopis. And Some were happy, some were distressed, some kept silent. So this is also continuation of ones which are talking about him, that he is doing this or she is doing injustice. So Bhushan, do you have some question?
Babaji Pranam, I have a question from last class. It's the follow-up to Shailesh's question.
Follow?
So you mentioned that the jealousy is there for serving Krishna. My question is, even if this is the case, won't this lead to competition among gopis who serve Krishna, and then competition will eventually breed into some sort of a war, not war, but I mean some sort of fight. For example, if we don't see that, for example, the Rāsa-līlā, the gopis are singing, but one gopi does not shut down the other gopi singing better than the other gopi. So how is it that even when there is jealousy, there is cooperation instead of competition?
Yeah, this is difficult to grasp. You have to little bit think more deeply about it. You have to understand that, because we are not used to it, so it looks like that. In this material world, we only think of harming others. So here it is not harming but pleasing Krishna. It is done with that. So it appears similar. Just like we use the word that they were maddened, they were intoxicated, they were bewildered, all these emotions they face, unmad, brahma, vivarta. But this is not same as in the material world. Underground, it is all based on, as we have been saying, on prema for Krishna. That is the sthai bhav. So this sthai bhav manifests in so many different ways, because Krishna doesn't want that everybody just follows like a military, And if you are a military commander and you have 10,000 people under you and they all salute you and they all... So that is also there, but that is Aishwarya. But that is the meaning of Rāsa-līlā, that like human beings they are dealing. And this is also pleasurable. And he has to pacify, somebody gets upset. I mean, no soldiers can get upset with the commander-in-chief. Maybe behind the back you can say whatever you want to say, but not in front of him. But here they will get upset with him and he has to break their man, their self-conceit. So all these things happen. So this is the part of pleasure. But because in our material life we don't relish these types of activities, they are problematic. We would like everything just runs smoothly. So it looks a little bit odd. But it has it's like it's pleasurable. Like if you are very hungry and you drink hot milk. So you're hungry, you drink, and it is hot milk with dates boiled in it. Have you drank that? Yes? No?
No, now it's milkshake. It's banana milkshake time.
No. Then better say mango milkshake. Banana is not that good. Mango milkshake. I'm actually mango and rabdi. Cool. That is the taste. But I'm trying to say that you are very hungry and it is hot. So it gives you, like, you don't want to drink something too hot, But you are hungry and it's also very tasty. So you don't want to give it on that. So this is also taste. Or those of you who are used to little bit spice, like chili. So chili burns mouth, but it is also tasty. It's not that it's just troublesome. If you are not used to it, then it's very troublesome. But if you are used to having chilies, then they are very tasteful, but at the same time burning. So this is also a type of pleasure. It's not that you just eat gulab jamun all the time. That is also there, and this is so. It's like there are 6 types of tastes. Bitter is also Karela, so that also has its own pleasure. It also gives taste to you. Otherwise, you say, what is there in eating something so bitter? Even neem leaves, especially in Bengal, they make neem leaves with this eggplant. It's very popular. So that is also taste. So the varieties. That's why it's called Rasraj. And these are all varieties only within one Madhurya. It's not that there is Vatsalya, Sakhya. Those are separate. And maximum varieties exist only in this Madhurya. Vatsalya, there is not so much variety in that. So it's different than the material jealousy. Okay. So Kesha prasadanam tu atra kaminya kamina kritam tani chudayata kantam upavishtam iha dhruvam. So they are saying that, so now the word used there is for kamina and kamini, that they both are very lusty, not premi. Of course, word kama is used for prema also, but it can be taken in that sense when you are speaking out of jealousy. That see, he has dressed her hair in this place. So they are making that. And not only he has done, but he has made the top knot, chuda, tied the hair on the top. Kantam upvishtam iha dhruvam, while making her sit down here, and he sat behind him. There are some paintings like that. Krishna is dressing Radha on his hair. So that is the Sringar what in Vrindavan. So Krishna janu antar upvishtaya tasyas chinnam drishtva punar vipakshahu. So the Vipaksha gopis are speaking this verse, that she is sitting in front of Krishna and Krishna is dressing. Both are sitting. Krishna is sitting on the back side and she is in front and is dressing the hair. So Keshanam prasadhanam atratya vanadevta datta kankitaya iti buddhyate. So that is all right that he is dressing the hair, but how is he dressing? You need comb. So he says that the presiding deity of the forest came and gave the comb to Krishna. And spray and perfume, everything, whatever is needed. So all the material was supplied to him. So it is understood. Kaminyaha natu premavatya. So swaswakhirapi vanchitva kamukam nitva rahogatat. So she is called Kaminya here, means she is lusty. Why? And not Premvati, not that she has love. Why is that? Because she had cheated all her friends. We are all the Sakhis, and she has cheated us and took him away by herself. So he is also lusty, Kamukam. Kamina natu Premvata. And Krishna is also called Kamina, lusty and not Premi. Why? Premvati nam api asmakam viraha pida nanusandhanat. Because if he had love for us, then why would he leave us behind like this? And doesn't he understand how much we are suffering in separation? So he is not. Because lusty people do not bother about others. They think of their own pleasure. And if you have love, then you are aware of, conscious of the others' needs. Tatascha tani tai prasunai keshairva kantam kamnim chudayata. So therefore, by those flowers which he has put or with the hair, he had made the knot on top of head of the beloved Radha. Narvana paurusham venjaitum chudavatim kurvata ihe dhrumam upasta. And why he has done like that? He says he is being very jovial, and therefore he wants to look her more like a man. Like sadhus tie their head of knot, Rishi's painting. He says he is being very jovial with her. So therefore made her Chodavati, Kurvata here, Dhruvam Upvishtam. So certainly he sat down here and did this. Raha Keli Varta Apya Bhutiti Bhava. And then it is understood that they must have also had a nice, intimate dialogue. It is not that he is just dressing and she is sitting quietly. They also must be talking. Reme taya chatmarata atmaramopya khanditaha kaminam darshanem danyam strinam chaiva duratmatam. So now Sukdev Goswami is speaking this verse, although it is not said here, but it is understood from the meaning. And he is explaining that what is Krishna trying to do, how he is achieving different things with one action. So he says, Reme taya cha atmarata atmaramopi akhandita. So again he is reminding that don't think that he is just an ordinary person, he is Atmarama. He is absolutely satisfied within himself, and he is Akhandita, he is not divided in his mind, he is not attracted. Akhandita means that his senses, his mind are not attracted in the material sense. And yet he enjoyed with Radha while being fixed in himself. Atmarata. Not means materially attracted. And why he did this? So this is a very interesting statement he makes here. He says, Kaminam darshayan danyam strinam chaiva duratmatam. He says to show the pitiable condition, the wretchedness of the lusty people, that how they become controlled, and also to show the crooked nature of the women, that how they make the man dance. So to show this, he did this act. So Sukdev, same Sukdev who does not know what is man and what is woman, now he is speaking this. So there is a very nice comment on this. It says, Tadevam Gopinam Uktibhireva tasya saubhagya atishayam darshitva swayamapi tam uppadayati remeti. So he says that in this way, by showing or demonstrating the supreme fortune of Srimati Radha by the statements of the gopis, now Sukdev Goswami himself also praises her in the statement. So that is the first line, Remeti. Atma Ramopi Taya Sahareme. So how great is he that although he is Atma Rama, but he enjoyed. So just like Sukdev is also Atma Rama, but he became attracted to Krishna. And that Krishna is attracted to Srimati Radha. So how wonderful is she? That's the implied sense. Tatra hetu Swatmarataha. So there are two readings. He has the reading Swatmarata, and here we have the reading Chatmarata. So he will talk both of them. So first Swatmarata. Taya saha sobhamanam atmano ramanam yasya sa. So Swatmarata also can have many different meaning. That Swa means Shri Radha, means her own, with whom he relishes enjoying, that is Swatmaram. Atmaram tayam tatha sukham na tasya bhavet yatha taya saha ramana ityartha. So although he is Atmarama, but Atmarama gives one level of happiness, but the happiness, the pleasure, the bliss which comes by being with Radha and exchanging love is superior to that. So transcendental pleasure is also of various types. It is not just one uniform. So this is to show that how wonderful is this pleasure or this play of Krishna with Radha. That is the significance of Swatmarata. Atmaram tayam tatha sukham na tasya bhavet yatha taya se ramana ityartha. Chatmarata iti pathe. And in the reading it's Chatmarata, that's the one which we have. Atmaram shabdena paunaruktya apatad evam vyakhyam. So then Atmarata and then Atmaram, then it is just a repetition. What is the difference? When he says Swatmarata, he gave a meaning enjoying with Radha. But if it is only Atmarata, then same meaning as Atmarama. So he says, therefore it should be explained as follows. Cha eva arthe. The word cha is to be taken in the sense of eva, means certainly or only. Taya eva saha atmana yatnena ratam ramanam yasya sa. So he gives a very unusual meaning of Atmaram. Here the meaning of Atma is effort, and Ratam means Ramanam, means playing. So the meaning is that Atmarata means here that it is only with her that she makes an effort to enjoy. Means even Krishna has to make an effort. She is so eager. Otherwise he doesn't have to. So that's the meaning. Cha means only with her. Taya eva saha atmana yatnena ratam ramanam. Yes. Atma yatno dhriti buddhi iti amara. So according to Amar Kosh, yatna or effort, endeavor is also one of the meaning of the word Atma. Atma ram tayam tadris sukh labha abhavad eva tavan yatna iti bhava. Why does he make an effort? He is already Atma Rama, so what is the need to make an effort? He says the type of pleasure which he gets with Radha is not in being Atma Rama. So that's why. So everybody is trying to gain something more than what they have now, right? Everybody is in the material world dissatisfied. So everybody is making plan to move somewhere, something. So Krishna also, Atma Ramta is not enough. So he makes effort. So that is what he wants to show. This is how he wants to show how great is Radha. That is the point. So now one can raise an doubt, nanu tarhi tasya apurnatvam prasaktam. So he says that means Krishna is incomplete, imperfect. If he is also making effort, then we are also making effort. Why are we making effort? Because we feel incomplete, we feel unfulfilled. So we are working to gain more than what we have. So he says, no, he is akhandita. Tadapi purna eva na tu khandita. So although he is making this effort, still he is complete, not incomplete. So it is the complete who is making effort to be more complete. Tasya hladni shaktittvene swarup bhutatvad iti bhava. Because she is hladni shakti of Sri Krishna and therefore also part of his own swarupa. So in other words, it's not that he is making effort to get something which is not within him, trying to get something from outside. It's like you know how to sing, so then you enjoy singing. So then you say, well, he's trying to enjoy, but he's enjoying his own characteristic or skill of singing. So in case of Krishna, Radha is his Hladni Shakti, but she is a person outside. Singing is within you only. You cannot make it outside. It's not that singing is some person outside you, but in case of Krishna, his Shaktis also have form. Generally, Shakti is impersonal, energy is impersonal, but Krishna's potencies also have a form. So he plays with his own Shaktis, and therefore that does not make him incomplete. He's playing with his own self. But to show the greatness of Hladni Shakti, Hladni Shaktitvepi sarvalahad sharo ya prema tasyapi paramavdhir mahabhava tadrupatvad eva hetor bhagavata atmaramattvena hlad matra ramanadapi hlad mahasar bhutiyataya sah ramanasya adhikyam asti eva. So he is now explaining that although she is the Hladni Shakti, but the essence of the Hladni Shakti is the prema, and the ultimate limit of the prema is Mahabhav. And the personification of that Mahabhav is Radha. She is called Mahabhav Swarupa. So that's why although Krishna is Atma Rama, which means just enjoying his own pleasure. But here he is enjoying not just the pleasure, but the essence of the pleasure and the ultimate state of that essence also, the Mahabhava. So that's why it is more intense. You may be a musician and you may know some ragas, but then there is certain ragas which are more pleasurable to you, and even in that there is a certain state where you enjoy most. So that is what is Śrīmati-Radha. So yaduktam tantre Hladni ya mahashakti sarvashaktir variyasi tatsara bhuta radhayamiti. So it is said in Tantra, that is Sanat Kumar Samhita, that Krishna has Hladni Shakti, which is his great potency, Mahashakti, and this is the best of all potencies or Shaktis of Krishna, Sarva Shakti Variyasi. And the very essence of that Shakti is Śrīmati-Radha. And then in Ujjwal Nilmani it is said, Mahabhav Swarupayam Gunairati Variyasi. Śrīmati-Radha is Mahabhav Swarupa, it's personification of Mahabhava. And she is the best in qualities. Therefore, tatasya atma ramo api taya saha swatma ratah. Therefore, although Krishna is Atma Rama, still with her he engaged in enjoying. And yet, while enjoying with her, he is still complete. Swatma ramato api akhandita purna eva reme iti anva. So it does not mean that now when he is enjoying with her, he has become incomplete or he needs something from outside, because she is also his potency only. So he remains complete within himself. That is the meaning. So this shows the excellent topmost position of Srimati Radha. This is what Sri Sukadeva wants to convey from here. Tena cha bhagavat tattva anabhigyanam prakrit vivekinam hitam cha tebhya swavilas tattvasya gopnam cha chakare tyaha kaminam. So these two lines, first line of this verse and second line, they are quite 180-degree opposite to each other. So he says that although he was doing this, he was also doing something else. That those who do not know what is Bhagwan and they only have material sense of discrimination. So to teach to them how they should live here in the material world, if they have the sense of understanding discrimination, distinguishing between right and wrong, and also to hide his own play, so that they don't know what he is doing and think he is also like us. So then it is showing the path that if you become affected by karma, then you have to become wretched, you have to become pitiable, because you have to beg, you have to serve to satisfy your wish. So to show this, he is also doing that. So kam vashahi stri vashahischya na bhavyam iti lokam shiksham. So he says that one should not come under the sway of lust and thus not become a slave of a woman, and for women, men. So to teach this to people, he is also performing this pastime. Kam vashatve sati pumanso dinasyur. So once you are under the influence of lust, then you become in a pitiable condition, wretched position. Because then you have to run around and you may be a king, but you become slave. And then when you are in that situation, then women who are known as soft power, then they become the harsh power. So he says, Striyo duratmanashu. So then they show their crooked nature, their harsh nature, hard-heartedness. Because they say, this guy is all the time troubling, now I will trouble him. So they also know. So iti arthe Bhagavan Bhagavat Prayasi cha pramanayati. So to show this, Bhagavan Krishna and his beloved Srimati Radha, they are the examples here. Yataste itastato jalpanta ujjwal premaras tattva gopanasya hetu babhu itar bhava. So then the gopis who are running here and there and talking with each other, they are helping to cover the ujjwal bhav, the pure love between Radha and Krishna, because saying Kami, look, this is what this Kami is doing. So then the Kami people, the materialistic people of the world, they will think, oh, this is what happens. If they have the viveka, If they don't have the viveka, they won't learn that. Means if their buddhi is functioning, then they will get this education in this. So it is for this reason that the gopis are talking like this. Kaminya kamina krita. Kes prasadhanam matra. Kaminya kamina krita. So trying to cover up. So ujjwal prem ras tattva gopanasya hetva babhu iti bhava. So in this way the gopis became the cause of covering the topmost prema rasa, hidden, covering it. Tatha darshaneva prema ras tattvam cha gopi iti chaiva shabdabhyam eva vyakhya. So he showed this by his act, that is one thing, and now Sukdev is also doing it by words. Because he showed at that time by his action, but now it has to be described. So prem ras tattvam cha gopyan iti chaiva shabdabhyam. So shabdabhyam means this kamina and kamini, by these words. These two words are used. Yadva kaminam sambandhe dainyam darshayan आत्मवन मन्यते जगतिति न्यायेन ये कामिनस्तं दीनमेव पश्यन् याश्च स्त्रिय कामिन्यस्तां दुरात्मानमेव पश्यन् तत्प्रयोजकी भवन इत्यर्थ. Or the meaning is that those who are kamis, those who are lusty, so they will think that Krishna is also like them, because atmavat manyate jagat. People think, see the world according to their own samskaras. Samskara theory. So by this principle, those who are kamis, they will see Krishna only as one who is under the control of lust. And now he is running around in this woman. And then they also understand that how Radharani is trying to control her. Yaschastriya, the women who are also kamini, they will learn from her that this is how you have to do. So duratmanam eva apashyan. So they will also see that yes, this is what she is doing. She is hassling this guy now. So Krishna and Radha became instrument in being an example for them. Yadva kaminam dainyam darshaniti kamibhi surat prarthanadina dinair bhavitavyam. Or he showed that if you become lusty, then you have to beg to satisfy your lust. Then you have to take a very humble position. And stribhis tatra asammatya duratmabhir bhavitavyam iti darshan. And then women, they don't want to agree. So then he is also showing that. So this is, he is telling to the Rasika Janan. Because Rasikas also see plays, they read. So they watch it like this. And then their rasa becomes nourished by reading that. Evam eva rasposho nanyatha iti bhava. The meaning is that for rasikas, this is how their rasa becomes nourished. So he is doing his pastime, different things are being taught here, that how Radha is supreme, how the love of Radha is supreme, and how much Krishna loves her. And then how the materialistic people see it, and how the rasikas, and what lesson the materialistic people should take from this. All this is shown by this verse. Sattam Prabhu, you have some question?
Yeah, looking into this Tika, I said, Daily Chasati Striyo. Chasati, what does Chasati means?
Where is that?
Umsam Dinaha Syu. So, fifth line from bottom, in the middle. Kam Vasatve Sa iti Umsam Dinaha Syu Daily Chasati Striyo.
Danya cha sati. That is Sati Saptami.
Oh, okay. They put it separately. It should be separate then. Then nature Sati. Okay.
Yeah. Means
And
Pumanso
other thing
Danyasya.
is-
Pumanso Danyasya, man will become Dina. And when they are Dina, then Striya Duratmana. So this is Sati
Yes.
Saptami.
And here it says Krishna is acting as a Kamina, but then in a very next verses or so, you'll see how he even left Radharani. So it already proves himself how is Atmarama and not really controlled by any Kam or anything.
Yeah, that's why I say that it is just to show, to teach. Somebody has to teach. So if person himself is lusty, how can he teach? To teach, you have to be beyond lust. So he is teaching. Rather ladily.
Haribol Babaji, after such description, I'm really wondering how is it possible that there's a group of gopi who is indifferent to Srimati Radharani, who is Tatashta? How is it possible?
How is it possible?
Yeah.
In love, everything is possible. Love does not go by logic.
So how, knowing that Krishna loves so much Srimati Radharani...
That's what I'm saying. You are trying to apply logic.
Okay.
And I'm saying that love does not follow logic. Ahireva pramana gati kutala bhavet. So it doesn't follow logic which you are trying to apply. Otherwise, why the question is coming? How is it means? It seems illogical, right? So you have to drop the logic. No, this is just to create the variety. I said earlier that all this variety is there so that Krishna can enjoy. He also enjoys this. Because when he has to go to them, then he has to hide from Radha. She should not know, otherwise she will become upset.
Okay.
So that's where all the intelligence comes into play. Otherwise everything remains routine, like in marriage life. That's why marriage life becomes dull after some time. So here you are always on your toes. Because there are Sapaksha gopis, there are Vipaksha gopis, there are Suhridha gopis, so they're all... So Krishna has to balance everybody. He doesn't tell Radha that I'm going to meet Chandravali now. And he has to satisfy Chandravali also, because she is also devotee. So they have their camp, then they make plans how to fool Radha. And the gopis who are with Radha, they make plan how to fool Chandravali. So they play all this. So this is the fun. Otherwise it will become just like ordinary thing, same like daily routine, Get up, do your japa, kirtan. So every day is fresh. Every day is a new trick. That's why you hear so many stories, how many tricks Krishna plays. Sometimes he's selling bangles, sometimes he's playing the snake charmer trick, sometimes he's doing something else, sometimes he's becoming a Brahmana boy, doing yajna. So all these things cannot happen if he's just married. Because then there is no problem. You understand? So this is the way to enjoy. That's why he is the Rasaraj. So therefore you have to have a position also. Just like Krishna came, if the Asuras were not there, then his pastime will be half. So many of his pastimes are related with Asuras. If Ravana was not there, what Ram would do? He would become king there, he will live like so many kings did that. So his greatness comes out when there is an opposition. Your intelligence, how intelligent you are, how smart you are, how skillful you are, that is known only when you have an opposition. If there is no opposition, you may be very smart, but it will not manifest. It will not come out because it's not needed. Don't have to show your power, your strength when it's not needed. If I have to lift this, I don't have to apply the strength to lift 50 kg of weight. So then you don't know whether I can lift that much or not. So this opposition is very important. You don't become great without opposition, just remember that. People are always saying, oh, she is doing like this and he is doing like this. No, actually this is good for you. You don't develop your muscles, physical, mental, intellectuals, unless you have an opposition. So opposition is a very important thing. Like if you always living in a very disinfected area, you will have no immunity. This is the reason that people have so many allergies these days, because they are not with nature. If you work in the field, barefoot with bare hands, now people who work in the field, they also have gloves and this and that. That's as good as being inside, So you walk on the ground, you work in the field, you play as a child in the mud. You are very immune. But if you are disinfecting everything, spray here, wash your hand here, take this, for everything, you have no immunity because you have never faced this bacteria. So you are all dependent on external things. So then little thing you are sneezing or you are getting rashes. So opposition is important.
Paradoxically, one can say that Ravan made Ram great.
He did not make him great, but he made us understand how great he is. Ram is great. When you have opposition, that does not mean that, in our case, we may develop because we are sadhakas, but he is God, he is great. He is not made by Ravana. But his greatness became expressed because known. His greatness became known, not made.
I have two questions related to to this particular topic. So the first is because opposition I can understand, but there is the word also used when they compare like Radharani and Chandravali as rivals, like Vipaksha. So for rivalry exists, they has to be in the same platform. But here is clearly stated that Radharani is in another platform and is not easily to compare in that way. So what kind of rivalry there exists, in terms of the
It is not necessary that rival have to be always exactly the same. When you have any matches, soccer, right? So it doesn't mean that always two teams will come at top and they will never win. One team wins, right? So there will be someone who will be better than, but they will be of same caliber, but doesn't mean exactly the same. So Radha is supreme, but she has a rival. Of course, it is explained that Chandravali is also Radha. Radha herself becomes Chandravali to play this game. Because ultimately it is only one tattva.
Great. And the second question was a question made to me for someone like in Peru, which was if there is in Vrindavan or in the Vrindavan area something like a line who follows Chandravali or something like that, if those things exist.
There is nothing like
Thank you.
that. That is not there. Okay, any other question?
Yes, Baba, you said Vallabhacharya doesn't see this as a Radha. Does he state any name or anything?
There is a name, I don't think so.
Any name of, okay.
Yeah.
Did he give any reason why he doesn't accept this as the Radha? Or just stated that?
I don't know the reason because I have not read the whole commentary. You see, his commentary is very different from anyone else.
Yes.
Because he divides this gopis into Satviki, Rajasi, Tamasi,
Right.
all that.
Yes.
Like we have divided Sapaksha, Vipaksha, Pratipaksha, Savida, etc. He divides differently. So, according to that, probably this is not highest fitting.
Okay.
I'm actually attending a course on Vallabhacharya's philosophy. So maybe it will come if at all, I'm not sure. I can ask. We have not reached that part. But I'm not sure if it is part of the course, it will be test or not. So I'm studying the other philosophical parts. Okay, so maybe we can read more. So ityevam darshyantyastascheru gopyo vichetasaha yam gopi manayat krishno vihayanyasтрiyevane sacha mene tadatmanam varishtam sarvayoshitam hitva gopi kamayana mamasau bhajte priyah. So now further is taking it to one more notch up, that Krishna is going to leave Radha also now. So this is a very interesting thing. So he says that in this way, when these gopis were showing all the marks that this is Krishna here sat, he did the hairdressing, he put flowers, all that, and they were wandering in the forest in a maddened state. So now Yam Gopi Manayat Krishna Vihayanyas Trevane. They are showing that Krishna has gone with another gopi, leaving all other women. So now that gopi, she also thought, I am the best. So Sacha Mene Tadatmanam Varishtham Sarvyoshitam. That she thought, I am the best of all the gopis. Why? Hitva Gopihi Kamayana Mam Asau Bhajte Priya. That my beloved Krishna, he has taken me out riding on Kama, abandoning all other gopis. Riding on the chariot of Kama, Kamayana, Mamasau Bhajte Priya. Or these gopis who are Kamayana, Kamayana can apply also to the gopis. So I am the best of the gopis, and so she also developed little man, as it was described earlier for them. So Vrishbhanu Nandinyaha Sarvadhikam Ujjwal Rasasya Sambhoga Mansham Nirvarnaya Vipralambha Mansamapi Varnaitum Tadbijam Uthapayati Yamiti. So some say that this first line is not there, iti evam darshyante, etc. So he's saying that what is being described here, because this is another thing, that the height of love is seen in separation and not in union. So now he says that first he showed how great are gopis, then he showed among the gopis how great is Radha, and then showed that how Krishna is Atma Rama, but he is enjoying with her. But now he wants to show the greatness of love of Radha in separation. That goes to another height. So to show that, now he's making the statement that Yam Gopi Manayat Krishna Vihayanyastre, that Gopi whom Krishna took separately, abandoning all others, now she thought she is the best. Sachaiti purve sarva saubhagmada yukta asan adhuna sacha. So previously all the gopis, they thought that they are fortunate. Tasam tat saubhagmadam vikshamanam chakeshu, it was said earlier. And now she is thinking that I am the best among them, I am the best of the best. So gopis are the best of the women. That's what they thought, that we are most fortunate among the women. And here Radha is thinking, I am the best among the gopis. So she is supreme. Tatra hetu hitva. Why she is thinking like this? Because he has dropped all other kamayana, kamayamana. That these gopis who were full of kama for Krishna, he has dropped. That is one way. Or yadva kamo yanam agamanam sadhanam yasham ta. Or gopis are called kamayana because they came riding on the vehicle of kama. Ateva anya gopi saubhagya hetu ko yah purva mana udbhuta sopi nisheshena eva shanta. So therefore that there was earlier, it was said that tasam tat saubhagmadam vikshamanam chakeshava. That when all the gopis, they felt that they are very fortunate. So that was common for all of them. So among them Radha was also there. So she also thought. So now he's saying that that thought is over now, this is a new one. That was the feeling of pride, feeling of greatness, feeling of being fortunate, common to all other gopis. Because all gopis thought like that. Now, therefore, he says that Saubhagya Mad, that is peaceful now. That has gone down. Now a new one has come up. And that is, I am better than them. So this is what he is saying. So therefore he says that Rateva Anya Gopi Saubhagya Hetu Koya Purumana Udbhuta Sopi Nishashena Eva Santa. He says that became completely quietened. And now a new one has come up. Because this is superior to their man. And therefore here the separation will also be superior to their separation. It will be more intense. So that we will read in the next class. Maybe any more question on this? Yes.
Could you please clarify how now this illustrates that the suffering of normal kamis, because Krishna does not suffer there. He is not being subdued by the women he is attracted to.
They will think like that. It says Atma Utmanyate Jagat.
Yes.
That they will see him and that they will think, oh, he is suffering like this. It's like you do a play on the stage and then you get angry. So I say, oh, he's getting angry now because of this, but he's not getting angry.
I see. So he's just saying that they are projecting their own experiences onto him, that this must be now going on, but actually it's not. Okay. And the other thing I was interested in is this Atma-Ramata. So when it is said that Krishna is Atma-Rama, how is there any way to describe his experience as Atma-Rama? Is it the same as humans, humans who are Atma-Rama, like Shukadev, who don't feel attraction towards anything, or they don't feel repulsion away from anything, and everything's just okay. Is it something like that that he experienced when he's Atmarama?
Yeah, he also is like that. That's why he says, Samoham sarvabhutesu na dvesha, na me dveshasti na priya. I'm equal to all. Like Paramatma. Paramatma remains Atmaram. He sleeps on the Garbhoda portion, Karnada portion. That is the Atmaram, right? When you sleep at night, you are Atmaram. Isn't it? You're not dependent on anyone. You are into your own self. So that's why it's called Yoga Nidra. It's not bothered. Now, yesterday the Devas went into sleep for 4 months. It's called Devshayani Ekadashi. Okay.
Yes, Babaji, I have 2 more questions. Like, here is explained that Radharani is the personification of Mahabhav. So, in that case, it means that Chandravali have a different bhav. So, is it like that?
Mahabhav is a state of prema. This is the highest state of prema.
And only Radharani have...
No, other gopis also have Mahabhav, but Mahabhav also has more states in that, which are experienced by her only.
Yeah, and okay. And the other question is related to the feeling of superiority here. This feeling that start to arise in her, it says is special, like it's not it's different from the other. So it means that this feeling is also even like is also favorable.
Yeah. Okay. It is also. So other day we read that Krishna has this mark of jambu on his foot. So here is the jambu fruit. Everyone can have, and those who are not here, they can see it. You can see the color. Is it visible? I don't know.
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. So everybody come here, and then I also have some mangoes that also you can see. So those who are attending, these are mangoes brought by Radharaman. These are good variety, they are hapus. Alfonso variety. So everybody can have one. One went down.
Diksham Dehi.
Didn't they go there one?
Thank you so much.
Okay, Radharaman, you will only get this because I think we are missing one.
Who gave you this name? Brother Rahman. Who gave you this name? Baba? See that?
This is good for diabetes. So is remaining. Okay. Okay, that's good because I don't have. It's perfect.
I have a good question, Babaji. Isn't Dev signing Ekadasi when only the Dev goes to sleep, or Narayan and Vishnu also goes to sleep?
Yes, he also sleeps.
So then we continue our deity worship then. Is that the...
Yes.
Therefore,
Yeah, you can continue. That is only for rituals.
okay.
Okay.
Thank you.